What's up, this is Hugo for Retro Electric. Today we're going to be doing things a bit differently. Instead of building a value-orientated PC like I normally do, we're simply going to try and get the best possible performance no matter the cost. Keep in mind I'm also including some peripherals, a mouse, a keyboard and a screen in the final price. Anyway, without further ado, let's have a look at this beast of a computer for $10,000. So starting off with the CPU, I've chosen the Intel Core i7-5960X. This chip is the highest end consumer processor that Intel makes, so obviously we're going to get the best performance we can for non-server like applications. This processor will handle games with ease, but where it really shines is in its performance when handling multi-threaded tasks like video rendering and 3D work. For the RAM, the choice was pretty simple. I wanted a 64GB set and I also needed it to be reliable, so I ended up with the Kingston HyperX Fury Black 64GB set. For the graphics card, or should I say graphics cards, I've actually gone and chosen not one, not two, but three EVGA Titan X 12GB Superclocked cards. One of these things alone is enough to handle most modern games at 4K over 60fps, but with three of them in SLI, nothing will be stopping us. Also, since this is a recent card, it supports the latest technologies like DirectX 12 and NVIDIA G-Sync, something we will definitely be taking advantage of when you see my choice in monitor. The motherboard was an easy choice for me. We have the Asus X99 Deluxe. This board is widely regarded to be one of the best. It has 10 USB 3 ports, onboard LAN, and an onboard sound card, but most importantly, support for 3-way SLI. This motherboard does everything we need it to do and more. For the storage, it gets a bit interesting. I've chosen to go with 4 Samsung 1TB 850 EVO SSDs and 2 3TB Seagate Barracuda drives. Now you can arrange these in any way you'd like, but my personal suggestion is to leave the Seagate Barracuda drives alone, but put all of the SSDs in RAID 10 for increased redundancy and faster write speeds. Housing all of this awesomeness is the Corsair 760T. It's a full tower case, so you'll have more room to cable manage when you're building the machine and to swap out components in the future. The case also features two 140mm fans in the front, along with an audio out connection and 2 USB 3 ports. Finally, to power the whole system, we've got the Corsair AX 1500i. It's a 1500 watt power supply, and it's also fully modular and rated at 80 plus titanium, a standard that I didn't even know existed until I made this video. So now we're moving into the peripherals. Keep in mind while I go over these peripherals that they are more personal choices and the following parts are not necessarily the best, they're just what I would buy if I had the money. Anyway, with that said, first controversial decision coming up, I've chosen to go with 2 Asus PG279Q ROG Swift 1440p panels instead of 1 or 2 4K panels. My rationale behind this decision is that 2 1440p panels actually have a lower pixel count than a single 4K panel, so we'll be getting performance and also the whole widescreen experience. For the keyboard, we've got the Corsair Vengeance K70. If you want to learn more about this particular keyboard, I've talked about it in my top 5 gaming keyboards video, which will be linked in the top right. Finally, for the mouse, I've chosen the Logitech G502. It does have 11 programmable buttons, but that's honestly not why I'm choosing it. I'm choosing it based on personal preference, and you can choose any mouse you see fit. So that's it, the 10K gaming rig. It's a pretty insane machine, albeit for a pretty insane price too. If you do end up building the machine, please do let me know in the comments. I'd really like to know how it goes performance wise and what overclock you managed to get. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this build guide. I hope you've enjoyed. Remember to leave a like, and remember subscribing doesn't cost you a cent, but it helps me out immensely. Anyway, I've been Hugo for Retro Electric. Thank you for watching.